Hi and welcome to our video series called All Your D365F&O Reporting Options in One Place. The objective of this video series is to give you an overview and comparison of the reporting solutions that are available for F&O. Two of them are provided out of the box, SSRS and electronic reporting. SSRS as a reporting tool has been released back then with AX 2012 and is still the most frequently used solution in D365F&O. To overcome its pain points, a few years ago Microsoft introduced so-called business documents. That is their current official name, but the feature was originally released as configurable business documents, or CBDs. They run on the top of the electronic reporting, or ER, framework. That's why I will refer to this technology as ER/CBD. It targets and overcomes some SSRS pains while also introducing some new ones. Microsoft focuses on the core ERP functionality, so these two built-in solutions aren't the most luxury ones. That's why there are ISV solutions dedicated completely to solving the pains of the out-of-the-box reporting tools, and Docentric AX is one of them. I can give a fair overview and comparison of the tools that I know from inside out, and those are SSRS, electronic reporting, and Docentric AX. I will compare Docentric side by side to built-in options and will describe many new concepts and improvements to D365 F&O reporting that it brings. Whether you're new to D365 F&O, upgrading from AX 2012, migrating from some other ERP system, or just plan to optimize your F&O reporting, I'm sure that you will see useful stuff in these articles. I've learned that people who are new to D365 F&O might have a different understanding of what is meant by reporting or reports, so I will start by explaining what reports and reporting mean in the F&O world. After that, still as part of this introduction, I will discuss the 5 reporting elements that various solutions address in a different way and can be used as a good basis for making a comparison of different solutions. D365 F&O reports are a common way to describe the transactional reports, often also called forms, which are mostly public-facing documents, like invoices, orders, packing slips, but can also be a completely different type of printouts, such as checks or warehouse labels. A process of generating and distributing a report is often described as printing a report, though it's not necessarily printed on a printer. A generated document can be, for example, sent via email. We say that it has been printed to the email print destination, or it can be saved as a file, then it is printed to the file print destination. There are in total 5 print destinations in D365 F&O: print archive, screen, printer, file, and email. In F&O, you can trigger the report printing in various ways. There are 2 common scenarios where public-facing documents such as sales invoice and purchase order are printed: as part of the posting process, or we can open a form with posted documents called journals and reprint from there. If you are reprinting, you are offered these options: preview, original, or copy. Without any additional user interaction, this renders the report on the screen. And print through print management, where applicable. This means that there is a central place, so-called print management, where administrator has configured how this type of documents should be printed. So now you can just relax and say, print this document in a way that is configured in print management. In this video series, I will be mainly using reprinting through print management. If you're not familiar with print management, then just remember that it is a standard F&O functionality that offers you a lot of flexibility at the price of potentially complex setup. Docentric has many useful resources on this topic and also many improvements to the standard print management feature. Now that we clarified what I mean when I say D365 F&O reports and how the reports are executed in F&O, I should also specify what I mean when I say D365 F&O reporting. F&O reporting covers various tasks required to, first, prepare the data source for the report. For example, if you create a sales invoice document which you will send to your customers, you need to decide which data you need to show on this document, and you need to fetch that data from the system. Next, to design the format for your report. This means defining 2 things. First, how the document will look when it is printed, its layout, position of each element, their formatting like fonts, sizes, colors, and so on. And second, which data from the data source will be presented in the layout. By combining the data source and format, Reporting Engine will generate the output document. It is usually a PDF, but there are other scenarios that require different formats. In this step, your business process might require more options, such as digitally signing or encrypting this document, giving it a dynamic name, having it translated in certain language, and so on. Once you have a document, you need to distribute it. For example, send it via email, or save it to some storage location, or print it on a selected printer. And finally, you need the possibility to configure all these elements in accordance to your business requirements. All these elements are addressed in different ways in different solutions. The way how they are addressed results in more or less expensive and efficient process of creating and maintaining your output document, and consequently more or less satisfied users and companies. I will be using these 5 categories throughout the remaining video to compare the solutions that I want to describe.